So it seems like people who are on here are providing citizenship opportunities recently for African Americans. And so this makes no sense. Hi guys, it's SYNOLVE. How are you guys doing? Sure hope you are doing well. My name is SYNOLVE. Someone asked, and so I always put my name on the screen, but someone asked, what's your name? They asked how to pronounce it, so that's why I am pronouncing it here. I was pronounced it at the beginning of the video. So my name is SYNOLVE. SYNOLVE. It means a gift from the sun. My mommy gave it to me. Okay. All right. Today we're going to be talking about citizenship and the new travel bans that the U.S. has just established, is just drafting and putting out. I'm taking this out of a New York Times article. I'll leave it linked below. And we're going to go through what these countries are, because one of the countries that we really care about and I talk about a lot, which is Burkina Faso, is on the list. So this is important. And I want to talk to both, anyone who is considering a visa or entry or citizenship into other countries. You need to know this information if you're a U.S. citizen, or if you're from another country and you're considering U.S. citizenship, you definitely need to know this information as well. Now, I'm going to ask a few questions. Please tell me, when we go through the list, are there any countries that you didn't think might be on the list? Okay. And you might also, if there are countries on the list that surprise you, let me know. And why do you think these countries are on the list? So I'm asking a couple of questions. Engage. Why do you think these countries are on the list? And at the end, I'm going to talk about what this means for U.S. citizens as you travel abroad, getting a visa. What are the implications for citizenship, or if you want citizenship, a dual citizenship in another country? So we're discussing how this is going to impact dual citizenship. And yeah, I want you to comment below. So stick with it, okay? And stay tuned for all of it, because this is good. I need you to stay tuned. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Do all the things. Perform all the rituals that you must perform, okay? And make sure that you sign up for my newsletter. Guys, I want to stay connected. I want to stay in touch. So sign up for my newsletter, and it's linked below. Also, if you have any questions, you can put it in the newsletter information and you can share it. Okay. So, sign up for the newsletter. Also, I have some one-on-one consultations if you're interested in investing in Africa. And if you're, really interested in moving and traveling to Africa. And so I have one-on-one consultations. You can sit and you can chat with me and talk with me about that. And so also, I have a group, Black Exodus, over on Facebook. I'm going to leave the link below. So I'm going to leave the link. You can, my email is in the description. All this is going to be in the description. You can share in the email that you want to have a consultation with me. You'd like to chat about citizenship. You want to chat about, citizenship, investing, relocating to Africa. Let me know, because y'all, nothing can stop us. Nothing and no one. And let's dig in. Now, this is very interesting. Trump is doing some stuff. The Trump administration is doing some stuff. I mean, I'm thinking it's like every day. Y'all, if y'all live in the U.S., you already know every day like it's something. Okay, it's something. Okay, and so now here we are. We are getting this list. Okay, we're getting this list, and this is pretty recent. So some of these, there are a list of 11 countries whose citizens would be flatly barred from entering the United States. Now, so much is going on. You had the South African ambassador to the U.S. You had him kicked out. You've had here in the U.S. kicked out of the U.S. Like, this is crazy. Okay, these are crazy times. This is stuff I probably wouldn't have been like really interested in. None of us, right? Like a couple of right? But now it's like, we gotta know. You had the young lady who is a professor from Brown. She's also I think a lung transplant specialist. She went home to visit and go to a funeral, and she was not allowed entry back into this country. And she has all the visas, everything that she needed. That was correct. So much is going on. Her name is Rasha Alawi, and she had sympathetic photos and videos related to key Hezbollah figures. And so in her phone. So can they check on your phone when you're visiting? Yes, they can. If you come back into the country, yes, you can. So she went away and went to that funeral, and then she was deported back to Lebanon. So she went to Lebanon to a funeral, came back to the U.S. ready to do the work that she does, and she was deported. So this is important. This is good information. It's important. And it's important to you if you are overseas or from a country outside of the U.S. I have friends, YouTubers, people that I care about and love who are citizens of other countries, right? Or have second citizenships. How does that affect us? Let's get into it. Let's hop into it. This is good information. And there are places I want to visit. Do I really want my visitation to be restricted around the world? And I want to be able, or do I want to be free? I want to be able to go where I want to go. So this is the list. The red, all travel banned. Like when they say all travel banned, these are citizens who are flatly barred from entering the U.S. Okay. And some of it's no surprise. Afghanistan, Bhutan, Cuba, interesting. Iran, Libya, North Korea, Somalia. You know, a lot of African countries on this list. Sudan, which is important to us. You know, African countries are important to us. Syria, Venezuela. I thought they had a good U.S. had a good oil relationship with Venezuela. I mean, I don't know. Yemen, of course, you know what's going on in Yemen. The bombing that's going on that Trump has ordered over in Yemen. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's the red. Now the orange, visas are sharply restricted. Belarus, I'm not sure. I don't know. Belarus, not really sure about that one. I know they're kind of close to Ukraine and Russia, that area. So y'all sound down. I'm not sure why. That will be on the list. Eritrea. Now I'm practicing. I'm learning with you guys, in front of you guys. So, but they are in Africa, and I don't know, Eritrea. What do you think? What's the reason Eritrea would be on the list? Haiti, y'all, our Haitian family, our Haitian brothers and sisters, like that hurt me. Like Eritrea hurt me. Yeah, Haiti hurt me. That hurt me. All right, that went straight to my heart because I'm like, they're going through so much. But tell me why. Why would you think Haiti would be on the list? Myanmar, Pakistan, Russia, Sierra Leone. I mean, Sierra Leone. Some of these people, y'all, I think they're literally on the list because these are countries that African Americans, like Sierra Leone, for example, these are countries that African Americans would travel to. Right? We're going to discuss more about that. Not only are Sierra Leoneans coming here, people from Sierra Leone coming here, but Sierra Leone is beautiful. As I know people who live in Sierra Leone. So I worked with someone from the Sierra Leone, like one of my first real full-time job. I worked with a person. He had been there. He was actually in the position I was in before. He was before me, and he worked in Sierra Leone. So, I mean, he was not working in Sierra Leone, but he was from Sierra Leone. Great guy. So, yeah. Anyway, I digress. South Sudan, Turkmenistan. Okay, y'all know. Okay, that's on there. Now, the yellow, and that's the yellow band is that the country has 60 days to address concerns. And so what would that be? That would be Antigua, Barbuda, Benin. Wouldn't you want to travel? I want to talk about Benin because Benin's having a great citizenship offer, which goes back to orange. Let's go back to orange for a minute. Sierra Leone has a new, I think it's $140,000, a new investment or citizenship by investment program. Yeah. Okay. This is suspect U.S. All right. Benin has just offered to African Americans a new opportunity to become citizens become citizens and have citizenship. So that's making me a little skeptical about you, U.S. Okay. Burkina Faso is on there. The president Ibrahim Traore shared a message where he was inviting African Americans, Black citizens to come and have citizenship, but not only just African Americans. He's inviting all of the diaspora from all over the world, wherever you're from, to come and have citizenship if you're in the diaspora in Burkina Faso. And they're on this list. Isn't that kind of strange? Cambodia, Cameroon is on there. Cameroon, of course, is an African country. Cape Verde. Like, they are the nicest people. I don't know. Cape Verde, come on now. But the citizenship, I think, process is fairly easy in Cape Verde. I don't want to say it's so easy, but you can get through it. I know someone who did have a citizenship in Cape Verde. Republic of Congo is on there. The Democratic Republic of Congo. Dominica. The Dominica's on there? Okay, what are they doing over there? Y'all, they're sweet people. Equatorial Guinea is on here. The Gambia is on here. What is the Gambia doing to anyone? I mean, except for offering citizenship to Black people, right? BAG is over there. So many people have gone from the U.S. and from the U.K. and gone to Gambia. Liberia is there. You know that Liberia, soon after slavery ended here in the U.S., where people could go over to Liberia who were African American or formerly enslaved persons. They were established where the people could live and so forth and so on. The flag is very U.S. if you look at it, very U.S.-esque, if you look at it. And so, yeah, I don't know, except that this is a country that is a beautiful country. There are already people, Africans, who already live in there. And this is a beautiful country, except that they are open and allow African Americans to have citizenship there. I can't imagine why. Malawi is on there. Some of this makes no sense. Mali is on there. Mauritania is another place people have gone and left the U.S. for citizenship. Mali. Of course, all the things that are beautiful happening in Mali is beautiful, y'all. All things that are happening with AES, St. Kitts and Nevis. I mean, do you hear me? Countries in the Caribbean are on here, right? St. Kitts and Nevis, Sao Tome, Principe is on here, Vanuatu. What do they do? I mean, what have they ever done to anybody? It just makes no sense. Zimbabwe is on here. I mean, the man with the battery is on here. I mean, Zimbabwe is on here. They're creating cars and batteries and all kinds of stuff over and doing amazing things in Zimbabwe. They need to address concerns. Well, I know Zimbabwe, you probably remember, took land away from colonizers or some colonizers, and they gave it back to the people. Okay. So this makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So it seems like people who are on here are providing citizenship. When you get to these places like Venezuela, okay, amazing countries, beautiful countries, Sierra Leone, they make no sense, right? It makes no sense because these are countries that are have opened up citizenship opportunities recently for African Americans. And so this makes no sense. Benin is also on there. They've, as I said, have opened up citizenship to African Americans. Burkina Faso opened up citizenship to African Americans. Y'all, Liberia has always had citizenship, open citizenship. And of course, the Caribbean always had citizenship opportunities open to the Caribbean. Now, who's on there that I would have really thought is, I'm surprised if they did a couple of the Caribbean countries, but all of the Caribbean countries are not on there. So I'm surprised that they put all of them on there. And not because I think they deserve it. No, I don't think any of these countries, deserve it. No, of course not. I can see why they could be a little scared of Yemen. But I mean, what I really feel, especially since the number of countries are on here that are opening up citizenship to African Americans, I really feel this is an issue of trying to close these so-called digital borders, trying to close these borders and not let people out. They're restricting borders, right? Get your citizenship, get your second citizenship. Yeah, I'm talking screaming. No, because this really irritates me. When I saw it, I was like, I am so hot right now. My husband actually saw this And he was like, you got to see this. And we were sitting there, we was walking around the park, and we were walking, and every time that, I haven't been walking for a while. We haven't been walking for a while because it has been raining here. It has been snowing. We've had 2 ice storms. We've had tornadoes to tear through. We had trees back down in the backyard. Like, so much has been going on. And so I'm like, he saw this, and we hadn't been walking in a while, and he saw this, and he's like, babe, you gotta see this. Like, you gotta see this. So in between, when we were walking, every time we come to a bench, because I was getting tired real quick, he was like, we would sit and we would just listen to and read some of this information about this travel ban. And I'm like, look, what's really going on? What's really going, like, Holy Spirit, okay, my higher self, like, God, what's really going on? I need the angels to come on and speak to me. And U.S. doesn't want the competition. That's all. The U.S. does not want the competition of you being able to get out and go out and get your second citizenship. Y'all have seen what they've done to Mexico. What has happened? Well, what they've done, but what they're, what's happening with Mexico. Mexico has completely changed their residency, their, residency program. It was very simple, very easy to become a resident, to get your residency. And so some stuff has changed now. Some things may open up, some things may change. I've heard someone say the thing about Mexico is they are consistently inconsistent. So you might be able to go through another office and get your citizenship anyway. Like, who knows, right? But they don't want these people, excuse me, going right over the border and leaving and getting their citizenship, right? Now, y'all, if you stick around this long, you're probably wondering what's going on with hair. Yeah, okay, so I have natural hair, and I went walking today, and so yes, I did my hair, and we put these up in these braids. I will straighten it with a flat iron, or I will wear it curly, or I will do the braids. I'm a woman, so I will do what I want to do by hair changing. But anyway, I hope y'all like it. I like it. Hubby likes it. He thought it was really, really cute. So yeah. Anyway, just, a little bit about me. They're cracking down. They're cracking down. They're cracking down. They are cracking down on options for U.S. citizens. That's really the thing, because you being able to go to Sierra Leone or any of the St. Kitts and Nevis could be able to. These are beautiful countries. Cape Verde, any of these countries, Burkina Faso, Benin, any of these beautiful African countries, being able to go there and get a second citizenship, right? Venezuela, anywhere you'd want to go, right? Get a second citizenship. They're cracking up. They don't want the competition. So you're doing, for the Caribbean countries, of course, you're doing citizenship by investment. Now, this is the man who crack it down. And this is the man that has literally selling Teslas on the lawn and selling citizenship for $5 million. Y'all want to buy mine? He could buy mine. Okay. So I'm saying this is such a, oh my gosh, the mental stuff that must be going on in the dome, in the brain. You hear me? This is crazy. Okay. This is crazy. Right? Like, how could you be that, looking for the word? I mean, but oh my gosh, because you sit here in one hand and you don't want other people to have citizenship by investment. But on the other hand, okay, you can give out citizenship by investment. So you don't want the competition for your golden visa program is really what you don't want. You don't want that. So you're like, okay, that's what you're doing. You don't want to compete. So countries that are having the golden visa program or that are offered great citizenship, you want to clamp down on this opportunity so people won't go. Here's the thing. For Americans, for you to get a second citizenship, okay, you have all these opportunities. But what could happen? Okay, let's do some scenarios, because I like playing A, plan B. If y'all, you know me, I like a plan A and a plan B, a plan C and a plan D. Girl, we will go to Z, sir. Okay, sister, we gotta have plans. And so what's the thing? What could happen? All right, now some of the things that could happen. like the young lady, right, that I mentioned, you literally could have be denied. Now, they could deny your entry. I know you're like me. You're like, okay, well, okay, you come into the country, they look at your visa, they could flag you, right, seeing that you've gone to another country, and they could flag you, and then like the professor from the University of, from Brown University, they could say they want to deport you or detain you or ask you if you've been to visit. Say if if you've gone to another country that they don't like that's on this list, they could say, oh, well, you went to this country or that country, okay? And they go through your pictures and they may say, oh, well, you're consorting with rebels, or you're doing this, and then all of a sudden, here you go, and you got a problem. And this because this man, I call him man, yeah, person. I call him person. This crazy, okay, dictator wannabe is out here on a tangent on stuff that really is not. Cape Verde, what has Cape Verde ever done to you? I mean, really, except for open their doors, be good neighbors, and open up travel for people. Now, of course, as America gets into this issue where they're doing all of these tariffs, Canada is here and they're not allowing, I mean, they're allowed, but they're saying that a lot of Canadians on their own are saying that they're not going to, come to America to visit anymore, right? Vermont and all these places that they normally would come to. Like, they're not coming. They're not going to ski. They ain't going to do nothing. So all these tariffs, all this stuff, just being a bully on screen. And so what is this doing? What could this do? What impact could it have? Could it have an impact on your trusted visa, right? Your trusted travel status, right? Your global entry. Could they say, oh, we're going to pull your global entry, but you're going to have to go with the rest of the people. You're not, if you're an immigrant, you are coming in and U.S. is your second visa, they could say, oh, we're going to, because I've seen that done before. I've seen online people that has happened to people. Are they going to question you? I mean, what's going to happen? What are they going to do? Are they going to mess with your E1, E2 visas, which is under the E2 treaty program, which should have been safe for making all these treaties and pacts? I'm going to leave the link below. Right. So what is the E2 treaty? The E2 treaty is an investment visa that allows countries with a treaty of commerce and navigation with the United States to live and work in the U.S. and develop and direct the operations of business in which they have invested a substantial amount of capital. So is that going to impact that? Is that going to impact that if you're from one of these countries and you've put significant investments under this E2 treaty visa, and so now you've put the significant visas or your capital into one of these countries, right? St. Kitts and Nevis or one of these countries, and now all of a sudden, in good faith, you did these things because Americans are taking their, money, or St. Kitts and Nevis person is taking their money, or someone from Europe or someone from Africa is taking their money, invested in St. Kitts and Nevis, and now all of a sudden, this treaty is just dead in the water with. As far as the U.S. is concerned, like they're turning their backs on everything. Well, just like they turned their backs on the Native Americans, right? And just like they turned their backs on African Americans, where's the 40 acre and the mule? Where are the reparations? Okay, like they do this. I'm not surprised. I don't know why anybody would ever be surprised that this country is turning their backs on anyone when we're already seeing that they don't keep their word. I'm gonna calm down. Sound down in the comments below. I'm just saying, yeah. Could it impact your ESTA, right? This is the electronic system for travel authorization. It's an automated system that determines the eligibility of visitors to travel to the United States under the visa waiver program for tourism, business, for stays 90 days or less. Is that going to impact that? The ESTA, the ESTA, the this authorized system, which determines your eligibility. But if you, right, as a you, this is for, of course, people from those countries, right? Is it going to impact, right? But the U.S. is already throwing out whoever they want to throw out, like the ambassador from South Africa, right? Like, this is already happening. They're doing what they want to do. They can change any rule, any law where it pertains to them at any time, and they can pressure people because you got the yellow list. So they're pressuring people. Are they going to pressure people? Okay, so if I don't like you or you're not doing what I wanted to do, like they were saying, they were going to pressure. They, at one time they were pressuring Jamaica and I think Barbados if they kept getting Cuban doctors. Y'all see that? If they kept getting Cuban doctors, that you were, they wanted them to stop that. And so if they kept using Cuban doctors, accessing them in their systems, in their healthcare systems, then there were going to be repercussions. Like, what is this? Who is this bully with a stick? Can you, and anybody, can they take the stick? Okay, can they take the stick? Okay, and somebody, get the platform, just take the platform, just go there. Yeah. All right. So, what's happening? What's really happening for the United States? They're cracking down. He's trying to shut down the EXiT plan. When he was in 2017, he did this. When he was already had a ban travel list. He was already creating the Orange Tower, was already doing what he was doing. Okay, so now anybody who speaks out against you, you can't go to where you want to go. You can't do what you want to do. It's these restrictions, right? Cracking down. You got to ask yourself, and I heard Bag over at Rick and Cynthia over at Black Acres of the Gambia, because the Gambia is on there, right? Now, they had this conversation a long time ago. They had on their channel a while back. If I knew the video, I definitely would share it, but it's been a while because they've been in the Gambia for a while. And so they were sharing some of these things. Like, these are things you need to consider. If you go into Africa or any of these countries, the America with the big bully stick feels like they don't like today for whatever reason. They don't like today. They don't like them today. So for whatever reason, they don't like them in the moment, whatever the case may be, right? Don't look like they like nobody, honestly. I mean, they're fighting with Europe, fighting with the UK, fighting with Canada, fighting with the France, just fighting on camera. I mean, like on the camera talking trash, talking mess to Ukraine, the leader, Zelensky. Like what? Okay, so what's happening, right? You got to ask yourself, how important is your American citizenship? If you leave and you go to another country that's on this list, or that they add to the list today, tomorrow, in a few minutes, are you going to be okay with not coming back? Are you going to be okay with not coming back? Are you going to be okay with renouncing your citizenship? Do you want freedom, or do you want to be run by the big bully, Uncle Sam? Already, if you renounce your citizenship, they are going to follow you, for 10 years or whatever the case may be? Like, already. So, somebody take this. Thanking you, please. But anyway, so how important is your citizenship more important, or is your freedom? You're going to have to ask, is your citizenship more important, or is your freedom? Is your citizenship more important, or is your freedom? Do you just want to be free? Do you just want peace, neutrality, no judgment? You don't want to be judged. You want to be, neutral. You want to go stay on the beach. You want to go enjoy yourself. You don't want to get caught up in their policies and their politics, no matter who's in office. You just want to go enjoy and live your life and be happy. And be happy. And be happy. I'm shouting again. Is the U.S. that important to you? Is the citizenship that important to you? Is it? Is it important to you that your happiness and your freedom, your peace, your health, your peace of mind? It upsets me because people should be able to live like they want to live. Unless it's a country that's really posing a severe threat to someone's life and to life, bodily harm, injury, mental stress, then of course not. No way, you're not trying to open your doors to, and you know that that country means you no good. It doesn't mean you any good. I get that. I'm all for that. Protect yourself. But just because you don't want nobody to compete with your golden visa for $5 million? No. No, this is not good. This is not good. I am with you because I, too, am still in the U.S. So I'm still in the U.S. and I'm still trying to get myself out. So these are things I have to consider. I want to be honest and truthful with y'all. I'm not trying to sugarcoat. Y'all go to another channel. If y'all want sugarcoated, all rainbows and happiness. And when I say rainbows, y'all know, look, I grew up in the 70s. I was born in, y'all don't need to know that, but I was born in 69. So I grew up in the 70s. I went to school first grade in 76, 77, right? Was my school year. So rainbows were beautiful and are beautiful. They stole the you know what I'm saying? Rainbows are beautiful. So when I say rainbows, I just really mean rainbows. Okay. It's kind of hard because I just really mean, and no offense to anybody else and what y'all do with rainbow, but I'm saying when I say rainbows, I just want y'all to know I like rainbows and unicorns and butterflies. Like I love that, drawing them as a kid. Like that was my favorite thing. I'm just saying. Anyway, you're going to have to make a choice. The U.S. already follows you around. Yes, they can check when you get a different citizenship. Yes, you go through the ESTA program, you get a different citizenship. They will ask you, what are all your passports? They may ask you upon entry back into the U.S., where have you been? Obviously, it'll be stamped in your passport. They may go through your phone. That's what they did to the professor, at Brown. That's what they did. They went through her phone and her videos and saw where she was, and she got flagged. I'm sure a passport flagged her too, right? If she had global entry, I'm sure, right? But you need to know these things. You need to know about the E2 treaty. You need to know about the E1, E2 visas, especially if you're from abroad. You need to know about the ESTA program. You need to know about trusted travel and global entry. You need to know these things. These are things that we don't know. Sometimes I just feel like, especially untraveled Americans, we're untraveled, especially African Americans. Sometimes, not all of us now. Now, this is, I'm just saying. Sometimes we can be very untraveled. We can have, because, it's the thing. It's the thing of, how America treats us and tells us all the lies about Africa, other countries. It's not just Africa, it's other countries too, right? Love Americans, put America first, all those things. And so you grow up with that. And then you got to get that stuff out of your mind. Like, America's safe. Yeah. You need to know trusted travel status. You need to know these things because sometimes we don't speak another language. I took Spanish in school, so my son took French, my daughter took Spanish. I'm just saying, sometimes we just are not global as we need to be. We need to be much more global. And this is why I do these videos. And I hope they're helpful for you. Look, I'm just saying, ain't nothing gonna keep me when I get ready to go and I get to travel to Burkina Faso. I'm going. I don't care what they do and who they put on this list. Just because you put them on the list, okay? But will I come back though? That's the thing. Will I ever come? Will I come back? If I get out of here, is she ever gonna come back? I'm just saying. Because, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm getting choked up. I know some of y'all out there, I know some people on both sides of the aisle, multiple different ethnic groups who if I leave the U.S. and once they left the U.S., they didn't come back. They didn't come back because why? I'm sorry, y'all. Why? Because their freedom was more important. Their freedom, their peace of mind, their joy, their happiness, their love was more important. By doing this, they think they're doing something but by doing this, what they are really doing is marking the land in the sand, and they are making it easier for you to make the choice to choose yourself and to choose you and to choose your family and to put you and your family first and to make the best choices about what's best for you. So this is not meant to scare you. This is just to make you aware. You need to know. You need to be aware. Okay? Because it might not just only impact other people, but if you get a visa or you travel to one of these nations that is on the so-called I don't like list, the U.S. don't like list, USA don't like, America don't like list. If you are on travel to any of these places, then what's going to happen? What's going to happen? And you need to think about that. You need to think about it. You need to think about it, and you need to know about it. And you need to have a plan B. If I get out, I go to one of these places, will I be able to come back? Okay. And will I be harassed? Will I be hassled? What's going to happen? Will I be detained? Will I be questioned? Will they go through my phone? What's going to happen? It's a question to ask. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is for you to make the best choices for you, best decisions for you and your family, and to choose you, to choose peace. Just because somebody says something about a country they don't like, yeah, you do your own research. Yeah, is it safe? Is it safe for me to go? Are the rebels there? Are they at war? Is there an attack? You need to know those things. After you do all that, choose what's best for you. Because some of these countries, Cape Verde, when is the last time you heard any news at all negative about Cape Verde? St. Kitts and Nevis, what have you ever heard? I mean, anything that's... Yeah. All right, guys. This is SYNOLVE signing off. This is a good information, and you know what, because President Traore, that's my favorite president. So I'm just saying, I got a couple favorite presidents, you know what I'm saying? So Auntie, when I get ready to go, Auntie gonna be there, okay? Auntie, Uncle, we gonna be there, okay? And we're gonna travel, and we're gonna be free. We are going to be free. We are free, right? We gonna be free. We ain't gonna let nobody tell us where we can and cannot go. Anybody on this list, wherever we want to go, and you got to make that choice too for yourself. Do your own research. I'm going to leave the links below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in another video real soon. I love you guys. I'm always researching good information for y'all. I'm always researching, working, because I want y'all to have the best and to have all the information that you need to know, right? To make the best choices for you and your family. Go where you are celebrated and treated well and loved, okay? All right, see you guys. I will see y'all in another video real soon. Bye-bye, guys. And make sure that you sign up for my newsletter. Guys, I want to stay connected. I want to stay in touch. So sign up for my newsletter, and it's linked below. Also, if you have any questions, you can put it in the newsletter information and you can share it. Okay. So, yeah, sign up for the newsletter. Also, I have some one-on-one consultations if you're interested in investing in Africa. And if you're, really interested in moving and traveling to Africa. And so I have one-on-one consultations. You can sit and you can chat with me and talk with me about that. And so also I have a group, Black Exodus, over on Facebook. I'm going to leave the link below. So I'm going to leave the link. You can, my email is in the description. All this is going to be in the description. You can share in the email that you want to have a consultation with me. You'd like to chat about citizenship. You want to chat about, citizenship, investing, relocating to Africa. Let me know, because y'all, nothing can stop us. Nothing and no one.